Hypovolemic shock can kill you, and it can kill in a sort of a hidden way. It's not like a severe bleeding or a cessation of heartbeat or something that you can put your finger on and see a process going on. Hypovolemic shock is defined as the inability of the body to provide circulation to all the parts of the body that need it. Here's how this happens. It generally follows upon a severe fluid loss, hypovolemic, low volume. The most common cause for a volume loss is bleeding out, a severe wound, or a wound that catches an artery so that the heartbeat actually loses blood from the body. Other forms, however, can include any kind of major fluid loss. Diarrhea can do this, or a severe burn that causes blistering and swelling. That fluid has to come from somewhere, and when the body generates a large amount of blistering, that fluid in the serum has to come directly out of the circulatory system, the circulation system. And the circulation system is a series of piping that is a closed system. It's a loop, so that blood circulates from the heart where it's pumped into the lungs where it picks up oxygen, throughout other parts of the body where it picks up nutrients and has an opportunity to deposit waste, and then goes out to the tissues that it feeds, provides nutrients and oxygen for those tissues, then circulates back to the heart where the cycle begins again. You can think of this in terms of piping that has valves that keep the flow going in one direction, prevent backflow. And all of this can be controlled by this control room manager. The control room manager actually has the ability to micromanage pipes and the specific blood vessels going to different areas. The arteries, major arteries, have muscle around them and are able to be opened and widened out or closed down and clamped smaller depending on the needs of the body. That's how marvelous the management system for all of this is, so that supply lines can be altered in their volume to different tissues as the body has different demand. If you're running and in severe athletic contests, then the muscles need a lot more supply provision than they do if you are sitting or resting or walking. So the control room manager has the ability to open up and close down blood vessels. Okay, this brings us to shock. When the body experiences a major trauma, or if it believes it does, for instance, a large crowd of people watching a movie. A few years ago, a movie was out, can't think of the name of it, but one of the scenes was a tidal wave of blood that came across the screen, forward from the screen towards the viewer, and The Shining it was, with Jack Nicholson. Anyway, this tidal wave of blood approached the audience. Well, often if you watched that movie in a theater, you heard people pass out and hit the floor. The reason was that the eyes perceived a massive blood loss, a deadly loss of blood. And to prevent the body from losing and from bleeding out, from losing all of that blood, some people's brains that perceived that through their eyes put in emergency protection protocols, and that control room manager shut down blood flow to unnecessary parts of the body. The other thing that control manager does in a situation of severe blood loss or extreme protection of the body